nice. Dude, let's go.
Oh my goodness. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Untamed Outdoorsman. Today we are back for a very special video, and today we are going to be doing our monthly unboxing of the MonsterBass, but this is going to be a little bit different. So this is the MonsterBass September 2023 box, and this is the Mystery Tackle Box Elite. And today we're going to be doing a comparison of both of them. So we're going to be unboxing both of them on the channel separately, and then we're going to be comparing the two boxes, giving my 2 cents at which one of these two boxes I feel is better. Not necessarily an end-all be-all, like saying definitively like this subscription service is better or this subscription service is better. Just kind of giving my 2 cents on these two particular boxes and potentially helping you make a decision for yourself which subscription to potentially get. So like I said, this is the MonsterBass Platinum September 2023. And this is not the subscription version. This is the one that you can buy separately at retail stores of the Mystery Tackle Box Elite, but it is the same exact thing that the service is. So if you take these both as a service, they're the exact same price. This one separately is a little bit more, but again, as a service, they're a very similar price. So this is going to be a very fair comparison of the two. I'm not being paid to say any of this, bought all of these with our own money, and we're going to be doing this today. So I'm thinking we're going to start with the MonsterBass, and then we're going to go to the Mystery Tackle Box. So I'll leave timestamps to each one if you just want to see a certain one. So let's get started with this MonsterBass here. I'm going to try to go through these a little bit faster compared to our previous videos, but it takes me a little while. Bear with me. So we're just going to get started right here. This is the same style that we used to do, so a little tape here is blocking me. All right, so this is this subscription. So MonsterBass September 2023 in the Platinum, so the top tier. And let's see what we got. So we got what looks like a pamphlet. Yeah, just the pamphlet. MonsterBass Takeover. The Ultimate MonsterBass Takeover box is finally here. So get ready for a great month, helping you. This is just all the standard stuff here. I'm not going to skim through this because I feel like it's going to spoil my unboxing here, but pretty cool stuff. So, all right, let's get into it here. So, all right, right off the bat. So MonsterBass Incision 69. So this is a lipless crankbait, 2.5 inches long and a 1/2 ounce. So this is actually pretty cool. This is a blue chrome color. It's labeled as blue chrome. It's wicked cool, and this is actually one of my favorite features about crankbaits, and I like these MonsterBass ones specifically for this reason. It comes with a red hook on the middle. That's one of my favorite things to do to crankbaits is adding that little red hook. Like it or not, that red hook I feel does make a difference. It imitates a dying baitfish or a bleeding baitfish. But this is the Incision 69, so really, really cool. I like the color, very aggressive color here. We're starting to get into very late summer to mild fall type of conditions. So we're slowly going to start creeping into some fall baits very soon. I have a lot of great fall videos planned coming up. But this is the MonsterBass Incision. So super cool. All right, next bait. Okay, so this is a big one. So it's a MonsterBass Seeker 8. Dives 4 to 8 feet, length of 2.5 inches, and it's a 1/2 ounce. So this is the Seeker 8 in Crawlicious, the color. Delicious and craw combined, Crawlicious. Like I said, dives 4 to 8 feet with a 2.5 inch length. So let me see here. The Seeker series comes armed with a Japanese-made katana hook and premium paint schemes. Tie one on today and go crush a new personal best. So wicked cool. It's got that curved bill that a lot of the MonsterBass baits have. We may have gotten something similar in one of the previous MonsterBass boxes, but it was definitely a different color. May not have been the exact same one, but maybe a little bit different. But the Seeker 8, so this is definitely a cool one. I'll definitely be fishing this when it gets a little bit cooler out, maybe closer to the spring too. We'll definitely have these out for spring 2024. So that'll be really, really nice to have. So 2 MonsterBass baits right off the bat here. So let's get into the next one. This is another hard bait here. Another MonsterBass. Okay, so this is the Seeker 6. Okay, so I'm starting to see a little bit of a theme here. So this might be... Okay, so this is definitely going to be a theme that I'm seeing now. So one thing about MonsterBass is they don't just throw baits in there. So they have themes to all of their boxes, and that's why I feel it's kind of hard to compare the two sometimes, because they have themes to these boxes. So I'm already sensing this is going to be a MonsterBass name brand theme for this month. I know sometimes they do Strike King themed months or Topwater themed months. They have trends that they like to go in and themes they like to follow, just to kind of shake things up for their subscriptions. So this might be an actual name brand month box. Let's see. The Ultimate MonsterBass Takeover box is finally here, and we're hooking up your platinum subscription with over $65 worth of baits and free gift coupons. So let's see here. I don't want to see what's in the box because I don't want to spoil it for myself, but let's see. Yeah, so this is going to be a lot of MonsterBass themed stuff in this month's box. So that's not a bad thing whatsoever. Definitely not a bad thing, but like I said, take these reviews with a grain of salt because things like this can happen. So this is the MonsterBass Seeker 6. Dives 4 to 6 feet, 2.5 inches long, and a weight of 1/2 ounce. So very, very similar to that Seeker 8, just this a little bit smaller diving and shorter diving, a little bit smaller bill. And this is in the, literally called the Baby Blues colorway here. So really similar, so not much to talk about there. So we're gonna get into the next one here. Another MonsterBass. So yeah, this is a MonsterBass themed box. So this is the Slick Stick 99. Floating, 99 millimeters long and 1/2 ounce. So this is just a standard jerkbait. So it's a Cylon or Cylon, whatever you want to call it, color. So just a standard floating jerkbait, again with that middle hook down here, that middle red hook. It's like kind of a flashing shad color. It's like a white / shad flash a little bit right there. So super cool. This is normally not like this. So you'll maybe get one MonsterBass brand item in each box. Normally you'll get a variety of different things from like Strike King, Z-Man, ton of different like name brand stuff. This is not normally what it is, just a little disclaimer. But it's the next one here. So, okay. MonsterBass PB Crushing Soft Plastic. So there's no name to this one. Made in USA. New bait for 2024. Oh, it actually needs a name. Okay, so there is no name attached to this, and there's a QR code you can scan down here to name it. If you guys want me to name it, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll put a recommendation in. But new bait for 2024. Help us name this bait. Scan the QR code. So wicked cool. Let me take one of the packaging here. It's like kind of a green pumpkin, maybe a summer craw style here. So yeah, this is like a summer craw, kind of like the deal color from Z-Man, very, very similar to that. But it's like a green pumpkin on top and then like a clear and blue on the bottom. But this is just a normal craw. Nothing too exciting here, but it is brand new for them. So, wicked cool that we got that. So we're into the next one here. All right, next one. So same scenario. So new bait for 2024. PB Crushing Soft Plastics. This is like a ribbed wacky rig almost. You can probably Texas rig this too, but let's pop it out here. This is definitely a green pumpkin. Green pumpkin, but it's got all these appendages going down the side here. But, ooh, that's a strong smell. Yeah, so just kind of a maybe 4.5 inch stick bait here with the ribs instead of just like a pure cylindrical soft plastic here, but super cool. Pretty generic. Not really too much to talk about with this one. So just standard stuff. Okay, so getting into the next one here. What do we got? So we got MonsterBass Carolina Rig Kit. So this is the Carolina Rig Kit. 1/4 ounce and 1/2 ounce weight. I'm not a Carolina rig fan. I don't really fish Carolina rigs too much, really ever. But this is the MonsterBass Carolina Rig Kit. So this gives you everything that you need to get you set up. Doesn't really give a ton of information. Our tungsten pro packs are made with 97% pure no chip tungsten. So probably a good quality kit. I just don't fish with Carolina rigs enough to make this, very exciting for me, but it is very useful. You could probably honestly combine it with this if you really want to, or maybe there's something else in here, but let's see. So, okay. This is MonsterBass Tokyo rigs. So MonsterBass black nickel size 4. So this is MonsterBass terminal tackle. I haven't had one of these before. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a size 4, probably 4/0 maybe, terminal tackle. And this is a Tokyo rig. I have caught fish on this. If you guys have been subscribed for a while, I have caught fish with this rig before in a black nickel color. I mean, it's just the color of the terminal, but this has won in multiple tournaments, it seems. Yeah, with a 98% hookup ratio. So that's pretty cool here. So we're gonna get into the next thing here. So that's actually it. So let's see. So we got our usual Tackle Direct card here, and then Fish Angler MonsterBass sticker. It's kind of a weird sticker, kind of an interesting sticker. And MonsterBass, this is my golden ticket. So this is an interesting one, I will admit. Normally these aren't like this, but this is actually makes the review even better because it's a more authentic review, so you guys know what to expect. This is not normally what this box has. It's usually not all in-house stuff from MonsterBass. It's usually a variety of name brands you get at the retail stores. It's never usually like this, but I'm kind of glad that they're changing things up and making things a little more interesting, kind of keeping you on your toes a little bit here. So a lot of useful baits here. I fully see myself using 6. Yeah, I fully see myself using 6 out of 8 of these things, and then I'll still use this, but I probably won't use this. But 6 out of 8 of these things are definitely I'm going to use. But like I said, this is not a normal box for them. It's a little bit different. So we're going to get into the Mystery Tackle Box Elite now and get started there. Okay, so we're on to the MTB Elite now. So this box does feel a little heavy, I will admit. It's a little hefty box. So Mystery Tackle Box Elite, so about the same value as the MonsterBass box, but there you go, got it all. Let me see if I can grab some cards here and get it out of the way. This is a dibble. Anything else that I need to grab? So, okay, so we're gonna get started with the other stuff right away. So I'm not gonna look at that. Not gonna look at that. So this is a sticker. This is the GOAT Catch Co. I think this sticker's a little bit better in my opinion, but so let's get it started here. So I have no idea what's inside this box. I'm gonna start right off the rip here. Okay, so this is a Biospawn Rattlebot lipless crankbait here. So 2.5 inches long and 1/2 ounce. And this is the magma color. So it kind of imitates a crawl-like color. I've used one of these before. I actually caught a fish on one of these in one of the more recent videos that we had on the Biospawn Rattlebot. I actually caught a fish on one of these and it was a pretty good fish. But these are really fun to throw around. I love the design of these. They're like a different shaped design compared to most lipless crankbaits, and I like that. It's very interesting. But we're gonna get into the next one now. All right, let's get into it. So what is this? Guggen Squad Banger. So this is the chartreuse and black Guggen Squad Banger. So this is a standard size banger, diving depth 2 to 5 feet, length 2 1/4 inches, and 3/8 ounce. So this is just a traditional square bill crankbait. I have caught quite a few fish on this as well. But I mean, I've seen a million of these things the last couple of years, so I'm sure there's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said, you know. So we're gonna get right into the next one here. What is this? This feels huge. Oh, okay. Mike Bucka Baby Bullshad. Okay. 3.75 inch slow sinking. This is an awesome one. This is probably one of the more popular baits the last couple of years for sure. This thing has been just about everywhere, it feels like. This is the Threadfin Shad colorway, so it's kind of a white and a little bit of purple and yellow on the top. It's pretty cool. This is actually a really fun swim bait. So a lot of people think you throw these on like heavy rods. You really don't have to. You can easily get away with throwing this on like a 7-foot medium heavy and just call it a day there. But these are super fun to fish. I really like these quite a bit. Mike Bucka Baby Bull Shad. So that's a fun one right there. So next bait. Sorry, I'm moving through these a little bit fast. I'll slow it down for you. Ooh. Okay. So this is the 10,000 Fish Headhunter. So we got one of these a while ago, way back in I believe our Mystery Tackle Box Juggernaut unboxing, well over a year ago now. At least when we recorded that, it was well over a year ago. But this is the 10,000 Fish Headhunter. We got one of those, and I was a big fan of it. This is very similar to the MonsterBass 3/4 ounce bluegill. It's very similar to that, but this is the licensed to gill color, 3 1/4 inches long and 1/2 ounce. So fully rigged swim bait, and it's got a internal hook as well, so it's completely weedless. But when you set the hook will reveal itself, obviously. So licensed to gill color. This is actually really, really cool. I've seen that before, and we've had it around the house, and it's a really nice bait. Okay. Next bait here. So Carl's Amazing Baits. This is their spinner bait. So it's a chartreuse white with a mustad hook and 3/8 ounce. So not really too much to talk about here. It's a really nice, I'll tell you what, it is pretty nice, especially for the money. I know these are a little bit cheaper. But this is the Carl's Amazing Bait spinner bait. So I like the red eye and the 2 blades, one gold and one white blade. It's got a nice red eye on it. I'm actually a big fan of this. You know, you really can't go wrong with a spinner bait like this. You know, it's really hard to mess something like this up. So in my opinion, really can't go wrong with having one of these in your box. Okay, so I got some heft in here. So not really sure what's this. So, ooh, okay. So 10,000, or excuse me, Biospawn Vile Bug enhanced with Bioscent. So this looks like a black and blue color. Yeah, Okeechobee Craw color. Similar to the Guggen Squad Okeechobee Craw. But I've caught some big fish with these. So this one is an interesting one because they have a ton of different Vile Bugs out there, or Vile Craws, whatever it may be. I personally like the Vile Bugs a little bit more because I think they give a better action because they have a little more appendages on them. And if you can see that, there's actually an opening between the soft plastic on each side. I like having that quite a bit. It really helps with the action, in my opinion, it does. So this is a really nice one. I've had it in the green pumpkin before, but so far I'm also seeing a trend here. So all this stuff so far has been by Ketchco too. So I guess this is kind of a funny coincidence. I had no idea that these boxes were gonna have this, but that one's technically all name brand, even though it usually isn't. And this one so far has been all name brand. So little weird going on here, but we're gonna keep at it here. So, oh, there you go. First non-name brand either Ketchco or MonsterBass item. So this is the Z-Man Finesse Worms in the PB&J color. So as you guys know, Z-Man soft plastics, in my opinion, some of the best stuff on the market. That Elastec stuff, you can really stretch it out. Like, I'm not even kidding, you can stretch it out this far. And it is naturally buoyant too, so put this on the bottom of like a Texas rig or a shaky head hook or something like that, you can really get a good action out of it because it'll float and it'll give kind of that presentation to it. But really, really nice. It's 8 in a pack, 7-inch PB&J worms. It's just your standard worms. It's a pretty lifelike color actually. So PB&J worms right there. Yeah, I mean, not a lot to talk about here. They're just standard finesse worms, kind of like the Z-Man, or excuse me, kind of like the Zoom baits, but get to the next one here. So, okay, we've gotten this before. So, Lake Fork Trophy Lures. This is just their standard Senkos here. They're definitely wacky rig Senkos, like that's 100% for sure. They are wacky rig Senkos. They're a little bit weird design because they have like those little openings on the sides here that supposedly helps with the action while it's on a wacky rig. In my opinion, this is probably the best way to fish the Lake Fork Trophy Lures is the wacky rig. The Texas rig you can probably get away with, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. Or if you wanted to, you can throw it on a Texas rig and then the bend in the appendage right there helps with it bend side to side like that. That's up to you, but again, I've heard good things about these. Pete kind of struggled with fishing these back at Lake Rico a while ago where we did the Mystery Tackle Box 1v1, but this is a pretty good one. And just in case you need to know, now for human consumption. So, all right. So I think that might be it. Yeah. So we got one more thing here. Sticky's EWG hook. So just normal EWG hooks. I've had some good success with these Sticky EWGs, but yeah, guys. So we just unboxed 2 of them. So we're going to put them both side by side right now and just get an idea of which one's better. Okay, guys, so this is a side-by-side comparison of both of them. So as you can see with the Mystery Tackle Box, this is a decent variety of stuff here. You got a variety of different brands here. You got some different types of baits, got some soft plastics, got some hard baits, got some crankbaits, spinner baits, Senkos, longer worms, some EWGs, terminal tackle. some craws, biobugs, just a variety of different stuff. This is the type of box to expect with a Mystery Tackle box. This is about the kind of stuff that you're going to get out of Mystery Tackle boxes, in particular the Elite. If you want to see a little bit more in depth, we get the QR code right there. But this is a pretty normal box to expect from Mystery Tackle box. But going over here, it's actually the complete opposite. So this is the September 2023 box. And as you can see, there's a very clear theme here. This is all MonsterBass related stuff. So all MonsterBass named stuff is all in this box. So this is not a typical box to expect. If you want to see some typical boxes, go check out the previous MonsterBass unboxings on my channel. But this is kind of a weird one. So I've seen MonsterBass theme boxes like this before. I've seen it happen. I've also seen Strike King theme boxes happen before where it's all Strike King based. Top water boxes, a variety of different themes, but it doesn't happen every time, but this month it did. So we have a MonsterBass theme box here. So you got 3 crankbaits, a jerkbait, Carolina rig kit, soft terminal tackle, and 2 bags of soft plastics here, all of which are pretty decent quality. This is not bad quality stuff by any means, but this is not a normal box to expect. As a matter of fact, this actually kind of gives a perfect review because it gives real world situations. So this is a box that you could possibly get in one of your subscriptions. If you want to see some more subscription months that I've unboxed, check out the previous month's MonsterBass. The last couple months we've been doing MonsterBass, so that gives you a better idea of what to expect. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or concerns, be sure to comment down below and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. But really hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.